What's up, YouTubers? It's your girl Queen Katazia, and I'm back with a new YouTube video for you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so without further ado, let me get into this video. Well, today is March the 4th, 2021. And this video is going to be a little bit different than most of my videos. Most of my videos are related to like relationship and girl and also guy advice as far as relationship. However, a part of my YouTube channel, I will start doing like book reviews and like book haul because I really love books. I'm obsessed with books, if you ask me. And I am today is going to show you guys all the books that I have bought, and it's very few of them been given to me. Like I believe like maybe one book was given to me out of all these books I'm about to show you guys. So once again, today's video is about my new book haul, meaning for those out there that don't know, the books that I go out and purchase, I haven't read yet, and I soon to be reading them. I will soon read them. Don't think that I'm not reading any books. I'm currently reading 3 different books right now. So and like I said, I'm obsessed with books, so I buy books all the time. Like sometimes in a month period, I probably buy, I want to say between 5 and 7 books, maybe. Sometimes it can go a month that I haven't bought a book, but that's highly likely. But yeah, so yeah, my video today is about my books that I have purchased and I haven't read yet, and I'm so excited to read all of them. So let me start. Okay, so, and I actually bought some more books today at the thrift store, St. Vincent de Paul here in Cincinnati. So I'm gonna show you those books last, but here I go. Book number 1 is called Love Arrive in Pieces. Oh. And look at the cover. Like, it's a couple there. It's blurred, but it looks happy. And this book is by Bessie St. Amanet. And this is no, I bought this book. I bought this book. I believe I bought this book at Dollar Tree for $1. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. So yeah, Love Arrives in Pieces. This is a book that I haven't read yet. I bought this last year and I haven't got to read it yet. Another book is called Something Wild, Something Old, Something New by Patty Burge. Cool cover. Yeah. So, and these 2 books right here is romance books. And let me just be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. I love romance. Romance genre of books is my favorite. I like fantasy romance, historical romance. I don't really care too much for the erotic. I really like books that have a beautiful ending with 2 people being married, having kids, love, or you know, it may be a part 1 and part 2 eventually get there. But I don't like books for real that is just all like hot and steamy and have a lot of, you know, sex going on. Like, nothing wrong with a romantically having sex, but I don't just like those sex type books, which people call them sex books, but they're erotic. I really don't care for that type genre. I really actually like true romance, like I said, historical, fantasy, contemporary romance, like all types of romance. Anything romance, I love. So, yeah. Not to say I don't like any other type of genre books. I also like drama. I like urban fiction. I also like biblical, spiritual type religious books. These are also my favorites, but my top is romance. And last but not least, I just recently, in the past like 2.5, 3, no, I say about 3 years, I've been getting into mystery crime type books. Really, really enjoying them. So yeah. This next book is called Heaven After Heartbreak by B. Moan. And this is like an urban fiction book. Look at the cover. I bought this book online at Amazon, I believe. Yes, I bought this book online from Amazon last year, and I haven't gotten to read it yet at all. I think I spent like maybe between $7 and $13 for that book. The next book that I have, the fourth one, it's called Emotional Unavailable. And this is by Keisha R. Irvin. Now, Keisha R. Irvin has become one of my favorite authors. I read a book by her, and it is my absolute favorite. It's called Me and My Boyfriend. And I'm not going to do a book review on the book, but it's basically a drama romance story. And long story short, it ends with two people being together forever. They went through a lot of drama and trials and tribulations. But you will have to actually go get the book yourself. But I highly recommend the book. If you are a romance type girl, you will absolutely love it. And once again, it's by Keisha R. Irvin. And this book is also by her too, Emotional Unavailable. I haven't read this book yet. I bought it off of Amazon last year. Like I said, I'm obsessed with books. At times I can just go on Amazon or Google romance books, African American romance books, or historical or fiction. It don't even necessarily have to be an African American romance book, but I'm just saying this is what I normally do. And then I see a book, like I'll be interested in what I read about, the summary of the book, or the title of the book, or the cover of the book, and then I'll purchase it. So, and me personally, like, I'm always reading more than 2 books at a time. So it's like I buy all these books and they start to pile up. So that's why I'm having a book haul. And a lot of women who love to read, they actually do YouTube videos or book hauls. So yeah, this is my 4th book. The next book is a book that my coworker at my job bought me. She is a developer, a developer officer. She bought me this book, and I haven't read it yet. This is one of my most recent books that I received, and it's called The Little Black Book of Success: Laws of Leadership for Black Women. I can't wait to read this book. This will be one of my next reads. I promised myself that. And it's by Elaine Brown, Marsha Haygood, and Rhonda Joy McLean. Yep. And those are the ladies on the back, I believe. The Little Black Book of Success: Laws of Leadership for Black Women. That's going to be a great book. Very informational, very resourceful, I bet. Okay, the next one is another book that I bought off of Amazon that I haven't read, and it's a cold hard signature novel, and it's called This Thug Love Got Me Trippin', and it's by Anna Black. Anna. So I haven't read this book yet. This book probably ain't gonna take me depending on how my week go, it probably take me about a week, could be shorter. It got 75 pages, and it's not a whole long book, but the words are very tiny. They're not very, very, very tiny, but they are tiny. But it's still an interesting book read that I can't wait to read. And I believe that's urban fiction. This next one is a book that I bought at my job. I need to slow down sometimes. I am a rapid talker, and sometimes I speak too fast. Okay, so this next book is a book that I actually bought at my job, one of our commercial tenants bookstore down here downtown Cincinnati. It's called Smith and Arnold's bookstore. It's on Vine. I know that. Yeah, and it's called Single Black Female by Carrie Carr. Yep. So, honestly, I don't even remember what the back of. I read this book. I bought this book last year. That's one. Okay, so it is a romance drama book. See, like I told you guys, I love romance. So yeah, I bought this at a bookstore and I can't wait to read it. It have 32, 33 chapters in it. And it's, yes, by Carrie Carr. So yeah, I can't wait to read that one. My next one is a book that I bought at one of my favorite bookstores. It's called Half Price Books. Yes, Half Price Book on Coleraine, right across the street from Northgate Mall, one of my favorite bookstores. And this book is called Undead or Alive, A Bad Things novel. Cynthia Eden. Even Death Have Desire. To be honest, I don't remember what I read when I purchased this book. This is another book that I purchased last year, and I haven't gotten to read it yet. Don't just think I'll just be buying so many books. Well, I do buy a lot of books, and I'm like I said before, never reading. I have currently 2 big, huge bookshelves in my apartment right here. However, I still have like 3 boxes of unpacked books that I haven't even shelved yet, and then I'm always getting new books. So, and I have a lot of books on my shelf that I have read, of course, and I have a lot of new books that I haven't read, which most of them are here. Some of them are books I haven't read, but I had them for years because I received it from somebody, and they are important too. But these holiday books are at least my latest books from the past, I say 6 months that I have purchased or received. So yeah, Undead. And I think this book, I'm not gonna read the back of the book. I think this book is like a romantic paranoid romance book, but I could be wrong. I don't know, because like I'm not going to sit here and give spoiler alerts on a book and read the back of the book and tell you, summarize what the book is. So yeah. Oh, that's another book. Okay, and the next one is called. This is one of my most recent book I bought this year. It is by Stephen Balsari. I could be saying his name wrong. I'm horrible. But if you go on Instagram or Facebook, YouTube, he is under Stephen Speaks. He's an African American guy, and this book is called "He's Lying, Sis: Uncover the Truth Behind His Words and Action," Volume 1. This is the book. Stephen Balsari. I could be saying his name so wrong. So yeah, and he is really good. If you don't know about him and you need relationship advice, or you want to hear something from an actual gentleman out there, I would highly recommend you checking him out. There he is right there. You can follow him on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. Stephen Speaks, all one word. But yeah, I'm highly excited to read this book. I could just skim through and read some of the chapters and see what he doesn't want a girlfriend but acts like your boyfriend. That'll be something interesting to read about. Get to have insight of things that you may not have insight about. He loves you but he doesn't show it. Okay, so yeah, this I think I'm gonna start reading this today. Okay, so the next one, and this is like a self-help book. That's the type of genre book it is. Okay, this next book, excuse, I don't know what's on this book, but I really love my books and I take care and I value my books. But excuse this, whatever the hell this is, and I'm gonna make sure I wipe this off with a disinfectant wipe. Maybe in my child or whatever. But okay, the next book is called 7 Keys to Unlock the Mystery of Men, helping men to label feelings and provide explanation to women, by Michael A.T. Stewart. And Michael A.T. Stewart is a respected motivational speaker. He is a personal developer, trainer, and communication counselor. He is also a Christian, a minister of the Church of Christ, and is a licensed marriage counselor. So I definitely want to know what the hell he got to say. Because one thing that I learned as I got older, especially in my late 20s, I'm in my early 30s, is that you may think you know something or think this is the appropriate way to handle or deal with something, and then you later find like no, ma'am. And that's what I have been learning a lot, and over time, it's going to keep bettering myself as a woman, and even as a spouse, a person that's going to be that's in a relationship and having a spouse and different things like that. So that's the reason why I bought this book, and I love self-help books. Also, I love religious books. So I haven't gotten a chance to read this book just yet, and this is one of the oldest books that I haven't read, probably about 8 months old. But yeah, here's the book, and it's by Michael A.T. Stewart. The next book is a book that I bought from Dollar Tree. Once again, I haven't read it just yet. The title caught my attention, and then when I started to read some of it, I'm like, oh yeah, I think I would love this book. This is more so like a crime. This is actually a hard crime book. A crime book. The name of the book is The Girl with the Deep Blue Eyes, the new novel by author of The Walking Among the Tombstones. And yeah, like, it's a crime book, and just look at the cover. Very interesting. A lady naked with a gun. So yeah, I can't wait to read one of that. The next book is a book that I bought at City Trends, and the price of it actually was, this book was $1 because I bought it from Dollar Tree. This book was purchased for City Trends here in Cincinnati and Avondale, and I was shocked, like I said, by the price. I only paid $3 and some change with tax. And this is the autobiography of Gucci Mane with Neil Marnes. And it's this Gucci Mane book that he wrote recently. I think he wrote this in 2018, 19, 20. One of them. But yeah, and I haven't gotten around to buy this book. This is a book that I bought at the ending of last year. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to take a read. Gucci Mane LeClaire, he's a rapper. Okay, so, and the next book is Can't Get Enough of Your Love by J.J. Maury. Boom, here's the front cover. This is also another book that I bought at half price books. I don't know why I want to say half off. Half price book. This is a romance book. I am also excited to read this book. Can't Get Enough of Your Love. That sounds so interesting to me. Somebody must got some good loving. And it don't necessarily have to be physical. It could just mean mentally, spiritually, everything. Like that's my thing. Okay, now to sum this video up, I'm going to show you guys 5 new books that I have purchased today that I bought from the thrift store at St. Vincent de Paul here on Wednesday. And these books is only 50 cents a book. And this book is called Where Souls Collide. This is a contemporary romance book, and this is by Stephen Worth. This is another book I bought today. It's by Barbara Cartland, Lies of Love. And this is a romance book. And I'm pretty sure that's the author. Never read a book by her. The next book that I bought today is called SelfRealization. I'm sorry, The Science of Self-Realization. His Divine Grace, AC. Yep. This is a yoga, Eastern philosopher, meditation type book. Interesting book. The next one is a book, but it's actually 2 in 1. And the first book is called The Dollhouse by Flona Davis. And the other book is called One True Love. By Taylor Jenkins Reid. And these are the two ladies who are the author of each novel. Okay. And this also was 50 cents. And this is last but not least. This is the last book that I bought today. It's by Jason and Crystalline Everett. And it's called How to Find Your Soulmate Without Losing Your Soul. 21 Secrets for Women. Ooh. Yes. And it's by those two lovely people. They look like they may be together. Or they could be actors. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's them. That's the authors. Jason and Crystalline. Never heard a name like that. That's beautiful. Yep. So that will do it for my book haul, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry if I'm looking down. I was looking for my book that I just got done reading, and my current book I'm reading, which it's somewhere. So yeah, like, I guess I'll make another video about the current book I'm reading, and when I get halfway through, I'm gonna do an actual book review on it. So I thank you for watching my video. I hope it inspired you to possibly make a book haul video, or actually start reading books if you don't read books, or maybe try to figure out what type of genre books you like. If you don't know, I will start with your favorite type of movies, then try to find those type of books. Yeah. Okay, so once again, thanks for watching my YouTube video, and until next time, see ya.